Hey everyone, and welcome to this week's Fitness Friday. Alright, so I will just start right out the gate with my stats. I started at 260 pounds. That was my highest weight. Last week I was at 252 even. For those of you who are just now joining me, I've been kind of like on a roller coaster of weight loss. At one point I was down to almost 240, but then crap happens and I had some health scares and well, not scares, health issues, and I kind of went off the wagon for a few weeks and gained back up to like 255. But now, as of last week, I was down to 252. This past week, I've had a lot going on, so I was only able to go to the gym 3 times out of 7 days, which not so good. I ate okay. I definitely could have eaten better. We had pizza twice. Oops. Like I said, it's been a crazy week. What with Memorial Day, my mother-in-law passed away. It's just one thing after another, you guys. I feel like right when we get over one thing and like move past it and we're like, okay, this is cool. This is something that life has dealt to us and we're just going to handle it and move on, and then something else happens, and then something else happens. So on Memorial Day, actually, my mother-in-law passed away. We were not close. We actually have not had any contact with her at all since 2011 for various reasons that I'm not going to get into. But none of her kids really talked to her. Again, various reasons. This is not the video for that. But my husband did just lose his father as well. So it was a little difficult for him to come to grips with in the span of just a few months. He had lost both of his parents. So that was one of the pizza nights. We had pity pizza for him, just to kind of help him absorb the fact that now both of his parents are gone. And while he was not close to his mother, he did not really have a relationship with his mother. She was still his mother, and so on a deeper level it did impact him, and by proxy it impacted all of us. So that's kind of been what we've been dealing with this week. It's been an interesting week. We have vacation coming up here very soon. I made some really big decisions involving my career, which were very exciting, and things are picking up the pace now that the birth center is open, and we're really moving forward with that. So things are just nuts over here. So back to what I was saying, I only was able to go to the gym 3 times. I didn't eat as well as I could have, but I was still pleased this morning when I got on the scale to see that I am down to 250.8. So that means that I lost 1.2 pounds this week, which isn't a lot of loss. It's pretty minimal, but it's still loss. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with a 1.2 pound loss. At this point, I'm all right with that, especially knowing that I didn't really give it all that I could have this past week, and that I really could have tried harder and pushed myself harder. But I just wasn't feeling it this week. This week was kind of a let life happen week. So, yeah. Now, as far as my 20 days at the gym in June, today's the 3rd, and I've been to the gym once so far. So I am kind of slacking on that. If I go tonight, it'll make twice. So twice in 3 days. I don't know if I will be able to go to the gym tonight. It depends on what time my husband gets home from work. He may not be home till close to midnight tonight, and in which case I would not be going to the gym. Sorry, no. I would definitely go tomorrow night though. Let's see. So that's kind of a little mini update on my stats, where I'm at. I have tried some new things this past week. I got Quest protein powder, which I should have grabbed it from my kitchen. I didn't grab it from my kitchen. I'm a slacker. I apologize. But I got the Quest protein powder in the salted caramel flavor. I have heard that it was delicious in coffee, and caramel coffee is essentially my favorite thing, and coffee creamer is basically my weakness. I don't mind drinking coffee. Coffee's fine, but I tend to kind of load it up with caramel flavored creamer, and that's where like the bad part of the coffee comes in. But I've heard that if you mix the Quest protein powder in with your coffee, that it tastes like a caramel latte. So I decided to get the protein powder and give it a try because I needed more protein powder anyway. And it is delicious. It really is. But you cannot mix the powder with hot coffee. You can't do it. It gets like, even if I tried it several different ways. I tried just putting the powder straight into the coffee. I tried pre-mixing the powder like with a little bit of hot water to get it kind of like a gooey consistency, like soupy, and then putting it in the coffee. None of that works. It gets like lumpy and grainy in the hot coffee, and then the texture is weird when you drink it. It's just gross. The only way I have been successfully able to mix it in my coffee is when I blend it. Take the coffee, take the protein powder, take some ice, blend it up, and it tastes like a caramel frappuccino from Starbucks. It's good. But if you aren't a cold coffee drinker, if you prefer that hot coffee, I have not yet found a way to successfully mix it so it's not all weird textured and lumpy and gross. I'm still working on it, so maybe next week I will have an update for how I figured out how to do the hot coffee thing. But when I do drink it cold, it's really good to just mix it. And you don't have to put milk or anything in there. Just the coffee, the protein powder, and ice. And that's it. That's all you need. And it's delicious. So I tried that. And so I'm giving that a 8 out of 10. It would be 10 out of 10 if I can figure out how to mix it right. So that's the Quest protein powder in the salted caramel flavor. Really good. I'm also trying these new vitamin gummies. I ran out of my multivitamin and went to the store to get some more, and we saw these new gummies out. They're called Ollie, and I'll post a picture because I didn't grab them either. But we got a bunch of different kinds, and I've been trying them. I got the beauty one, which is like basically biotin and vitamins, and it's like a hair, skin, and nails vitamin. And then I got my women's one a day. My husband got a multivitamin for men. We got the children's multivitamin. We were all basically out of vitamins. And then we got one that's for anxiety relief and like stress relief. And so I've been using those for about a week, and they work really well. They all pretty much have like a sour coating on them. They're like sour gummies, which my son is not a fan of at all. I'm kind of indifferent. I wish they had an option that didn't have like the sugary sour coating. I wish they had just plain gummies because that's kind of more my thing. But they're not bad. You get a couple different flavor options like citrus or berry. But I like them so far. I've noticed since I've been taking the stress ones, I have been feeling a little more laid back and not as anxious about things. I don't know if that's just because I'm finally just taking control and saying I don't need to be stressing about all this crap, or if it has something to do with the new vitamins. I'm not 100% sure, but I like them so far. My son does not, because of the sour coating on them. My daughter likes them. We only give her one a day. You're supposed to take 2 a day, but she only gets 1 because she's only 18 months. And yes, we cleared it with her pediatrician. So she only gets 1 per day, but she really likes them. So it just depends on the kid, I guess. My son, he has more of a texture thing, and it is sour. It's like a Sour Patch Kid. Kind of like if you think of something like that with the sugary sour coating. He doesn't like it. If they, so Ollie, if you're paying attention, Ollie gummies people, make some that don't have that weird sugar coating on them. My son would be eternally grateful. So yeah. As far as goals for this coming week, we're segueing here. Goals for this coming week. I am hoping to lose 2 pounds from between this Friday and next Friday. I'm hoping to lose 2 pounds. I'm hoping to go to the gym from today till next Friday. I'm hoping to go to the gym 5 to 6 times, which is a lot. I'm hoping to really see a difference in my skin. I'm using some new skin products too. I'll do a review on them. But this week coming up is just really going to be a week for me of pushing myself. Since I really slacked off this past week, I'm really going to give it all I've got this week. As far as my hair goes, I am still really hesitant to shave my head completely. I still have some hairs that are hanging on tight, and I'm just really reluctant to shave my head. I will do a whole video talking about my diagnosis and kind of what it's been like so far and my stages of hair loss so far. But I probably will wind up shaving my head completely. It's coming. I know it's coming. It's inevitable, but I'm still so scared. I don't know. It's a weird kind of conflicting thing for me. So I still have like patches of hair that are still here. They're still long. There's certain ways I can like pull my hair or like braid it where it doesn't look so bad, but it's really, really thin. Like you guys know how thick my hair was. It was thick and long and nice, and when I could do all kinds of things with it. And now I've lost about 80% of my hair volume. So far I have bald patches that I can still mostly cover up, but they're really starting to come towards the front now, and when I pull my hair up, they're like all in the back. So it's just easier for me to wrap my head in a scarf and call it a day. And then I don't have to worry about walking, and my hair is just flying out in the breeze, and even when it's braided, it's still falling out. So this is a much easier alternative for me. My head is not shaved yet, but I probably will shave it. If and when I do shave it, I'll of course film it, because I feel like that's something that I need to document. Whether I do share the footage right away or I need to kind of hold it to myself for a little while before sharing it, I don't know. But I do know that I probably will be filming it when I do eventually shave my head. There's just a lot going on. I promise I will do a whole video on my diagnosis and everything. Maybe I'll just film it right now and upload it like tomorrow or something. I don't know. But I will do a whole video on it, explaining what's going on and what it means for me personally. Speaking of other videos and stuff, I'm debating splitting this channel off and making a more personal channel where I talk about my fitness stuff and I talk about my health related stuff. And I go back to making this channel more about the kids and more about family stuff that we do, like vacations and road trips and places we go, and just like kids' milestones and birthdays and just stuff. Like I think I might bring this channel back to being more about the family oriented stuff, and I might make myself a branch off channel that's just me talking about fitness and about my health. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not, so please let me know down below what you think I should do. Do you think I should make a new channel separate for the fitness stuff and for my health stuff? Or should I just keep it all on this channel and just continue doing what I'm doing? Let me know, and I will probably within the next week or two make a decision. If you've made it through this entire 13+ minute video, congratulations. Thank you for sticking around. Yeah, but I think that's really it for this week. I know I've kind of rambled on here, but thank you all for sticking with me. So again, if there's any questions or anything specific that you guys want to know, as always, feel free to leave it down below, and I'll do my best to answer the questions in a future video. But I think that's it for this week. So y'all have a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.